Hello friends, welcome back to Kendolf cooking channel. I believe y'all are doing wonderfully well. So today guys, I'm sharing with you a very simple and delicious oilless okra soup recipe. Believe me if I tell you it is easy. I really enjoyed this okra soup and I hope you will too. Now let's get started. So I have my fresh okra here. I'm using 2 onions, the white and the red, my seasoning cube. I have ginger, pepper, garlic, some green seasoning, salt, spinach, dried fish, pre-cooked stockfish, some shrimps, powdered shrimps, pre-cooked wele, cured fish or momone, some fresh tilapia, and then homemade toolo beef. I will leave the list of the ingredients in the description box down below. So what I'm doing here is putting all my proteins in a clean pot. I've already cleaned and washed the tilapia, okay? I pre-cooked the wele because it was very tough, and since fish is the major protein, I had to cook it on the side till tender. Now, I didn't cook the toolo beef because I used the baby lamb meat to make it so it's not that tough, alright? I'm also going to go ahead and blend my onion, pepper, ginger, and garlic and set it on the side. Now next is the okra. I've already washed that in a clean water and I'm going to go ahead and cut up or chop up about 75% of it and then blend the 25%. Now this is how I cut up my okra, starting from the pointed stem upwards, okay? And then I will just discard the hard stem like so. You could cut up the okra in any way or any style that you want, okay? Now with the 25%, I'm going to cut off and discard the hard stem and then blend it. I'm blending 25% of the okra because I want the soup to be slimy. I don't want to add baking soda or canway or whatever to it. So yeah, and as you can see, it's very thick and slimy. So on a medium high heat, I'm going to bring my okra to a boil. I'm using a boiled water from my kettle. That is what I'm using. Yes, I'm trying to cut corners and I want everything to cook so fast, so yeah. And then when it comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add the blended okra, okay? And then I'm going to stir it in like so and then leave it to boil for about 10 minutes, okay? Now, if you are new to this channel, a very special welcome to you. Kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell for all notifications. And to my old friends, thanks for coming back. God bless you. Now, whilst the okra is doing its own thing, I'm going to go ahead and start with the base of the soup. So I added some seasoning cube, the blended pepper mix, and then some salt, okay? And then I'm going to gently and carefully give it a little stir. You know, I want the salt to get into all corners. I will then add the powdered shrimps and then the green seasoning. If you want to know how to make the green seasoning, I will leave the link to that recipe in the description box down below. As you can see, I'm being very careful in stirring the base, you know. I don't want the fish to scatter everywhere. I want the fish to be intact by the time that the soup will be done. Okay. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my spinach and then give it a good stir. And I will leave this to cook for about 5 minutes. You see how slimy this is? So I've turned the heat down to the lowest setting and I'm going to cover this and leave it to simmer. Now my okra is ready and I'm going to go ahead and check on the base. The base has been cooking for about 10 minutes. I've tasted for salt and everything is okay for me at this moment. So I'm going to go ahead and add the okra. I'm again going to give it a very gentle stir. So one thing about my cooking is whenever I'm making any type of soup, I make sure that the base of the soup is well seasoned, okay? I put in a good amount of salt to make sure that the meat or the fish is well seasoned, especially with the okra. Once I put in the okra to the base, I don't like adding in extra salt. Alright, because growing up I learned when you put in salt whilst the soup is still boiling, it cut off the sliminess of it. So if you want to keep the sliminess, definitely you don't have to add salt. That's what they taught me. But the trick that I use is, if for some reason I have to add extra salt, I add it in when the heat is completely off, when there's no boiling going on. Okay, so I added some fresh pepper and then some diced onions to the soup. Okay, I just want that beautiful aroma of a fresh pepper and then the onions. So I'll just stir it in and then leave it to simmer for about 2 minutes and our soup is ready, guys. So the soup is ready, guys. The fish is intact just the way that I want it, and I'm ready to enjoy the fruit of my labor, guys. Yes, so I have banku that I'm going to pair this soup with. Yes, and if I tell you this smells good and tastes good at the same time, believe me, guys, and you will not know until you try this recipe. I hope you give this recipe a try and you are not going to regret it. If you have any comments, questions or suggestions, leave it in the comment section down below. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Thanks for watching, and until I come your way with another video, be well, my friend.